So we've reached the post-WrestleMania afterglow. Well, I wouldn't call it an afterglow, more like a, oh, finally. And we finally reached the Raw and SmackDowns after WrestleMania, filled with... God. There really isn't nothing surprising on on the two shows, with the exception of emotional Paige retiring, and fans unfortunately having to be jackasses on Twitter saying she'll be remembered for the Xavier Woods video on the and Brad Maddox, which pissed everybody off who wasn't a jackass. But we had some debuts and returns, and that's really it. There was really nothing of substance regarding these two wrestling events other than Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, but it was so close to being a classic that Shinsuke Nakamura came in and ruined it. Me no speak English. That's exactly what he said. So anyways, our first big debut was, or quote, promotion to main rosterville is Ember Moon, who had just recently lost the NXT Women's title. So, she made her debut and teaming up with Nia Jax, defeated Alexa Bliss and her, for some reason, still subservient servant of no reason, Mickie James. She pinned Alexa Bliss. Ember Moon, out of everyone I'm about to list here, has the most potential in terms of their call-up. Ember Moon has at least the most potential. Probably because she has a unique look, but I get the feeling they're not going to let her do that stunner move anymore because, well, it's considered dangerous. So I think they're going to take away the Eclipse and make her do something else. So, yeah, that's going to be taken from her. An interesting finisher, and they're taking it away. I'm guaranteeing it. I give it like at least a month. And that's just me being nice. Now, we get, no way! Jose! No way! Jose! Yeah, no, he's dead. He's dead on arrival. His gimmick doesn't work with mid-card, upper mid-card. He's not the IC title recipient. He was better off in NXT. At least he was doing stuff there, having some fun. On main roster, they're going to probably strip him of everything that makes No Way Jose actually somewhat fun, and basically turn him into a jobber. He has the less potential out of everybody. Tragedy, ain't it? Next, and he defeated an unknown jobber. That kind of hints where things are going for him. So, yeah, he has the least most potential, but sadly, there is another team that there's a team that might actually beat him in least potential to get over on the main roster. That's the Authors of Pain, as they defeated Heath Slater and Rhino. Paul Ellering had came out and introduced them. I was excited, like, yeah, the Authors of Pain. Because they're big guys, so therefore Vince will like them. Turns out his hatred for NXT runs deep, as Paul Ellering is now no longer the manager of the Authors of Pain. Okay, here's where I have a problem with this. Okay, let me first start by saying, yes, I get it. He probably doesn't want to travel. Even I had said that in previous videos regarding NXT. How once they call him up, they're probably not going to let him. He probably doesn't want to travel on with the main roster. But there's a huge problem with that. Triple H and Vince should have known this. Vince especially, he knows Paul Ellering. He's from an era where Vince clearly still has a fetish for, and still seems to love, even though everyone's grown up from it. But yeah, the Authors of Pain, besides their moveset and talent, what really makes them stand out? Yeah, I don't know anything else that makes them stand out. Like, Paul Ellering was the glue. He made the Authors of Pain interesting. Their talent made them interesting, but when it comes to main rosterville, they water it all down. Or like the cruiserweights aren't never Smack on Raw anymore because of this huge gap between Vince and Triple H. That's probably one of the reasons why they were on the kickoff. So, yeah, the potential of them. I'm sorry, there's just no hope. The minute they did that, they immediately had sealed their fate as being just generic big guys. So, I don't really see them amounting to anything on the main roster. That's really sad, isn't it? Yeah. So, I don't know what's going to happen regarding this, but, yeah. The very fact that, they think, oh, well, you see, we don't want, we don't really care about the fans, so we're gonna go ahead and take away the Authors of Pain's only thing that makes them unique. They have a great manager. Yeah, there's nothing for them. There's really nothing for them in the future. I don't know what's going to be happening. So we'll have to see and wait and see how that all goes. But the next person comes back to WWE. We get a return. Bobby Lashley. He has the most potential out of getting over with these fans. Well, specifically because, one, he was a Vince creation. Then he went to TNA and found a personality, more so, instead of being this big, tough guy and being heavily rushed into the push he had when he captured the ECW championship, something that Paul Heyman and Big Show were strictly against, but Vince said, no, damn it, I don't like Punk. I'm like, they didn't want Punk to win the title. They just want him to eliminate Big Show early. Yeah, anyways. So Bobby Lashley came back and beat the crap out of Elias. Oh, by the way, Elias, Vince just turned him face. Everyone loves him. In fact, he tried so hard to make Elias vile and have him call the fans scumbags at the Raw after WrestleMania, and they just said, we are scumbags! We are scumbags! And I was like, see, just turn him face. Like, have him roast. Like, be the replacement Enzo Amore, where Enzo roasts people on the microphone. Have him roast with his instruments. With his musical talent. Have him roast them. It'd be awesome. It'd be like what The Rock concert was, except, well, really, The Rock is not showing up every week, but at least he has an excuse with Hollywood commitments. And Bobby Lashley has said he came back for big matches, which means he's going to fight Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I've been debating about whether or not if I should make a video talking about Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns' match more so in depth as new reports came out. I'll just say I've lost all respect for Lesnar. And it's now still in the debate on the whole, is he still even a human being at this point? So, yeah, now we get to SmackDown Live's debuts. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, that's it. The iconic duo come out, trash Charlotte, beat the crap out of her, both literally on the mic and in the ring, and then Carmella cashes in. This is a mixed feeling for me. I don't know if they'll get over with fans, but something keeps worrying me that they'll be seen as Bella Twin wannabes. Yeah, something just tells me they'll be Bella Twin wannabes to the casual viewer. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to get much momentum in this, but we'll have to wait and see. But I did like their debut. In fact, I like theirs the most because they had the most personality being shown. The Office of Pain was basically sabotaged, and because Paul Ellering, speaking of Paul Ellering, I was like, okay, I know he doesn't want to travel. I get the feeling he didn't want to travel all the time. But what happened to just let him just travel, be at the shows on Mondays? Or, just in the States? And if they go foreign places, no, he doesn't need to go. But you could compromise with him and try to come up with an idea of like, okay, how about we have Paul Ellering show up on Mondays in the U.S. and maybe in Canada a little bit. But the foreign places, no. That might he doesn't need to do that when he goes out of state. So they could have done that, but chose not to, I think. So yeah, so Billy Kay and Pete and Royce, they're the only debut I actually liked because at least they showed their personality on the grand stage, as casual fans think it still is. So, yeah. Ember Moon seems to have the most potential. Billy, the iconic duo, like I said, I get the feeling they might be seen as Bella Twin wannabes. In fact, I won't be surprised if we get a Bella Twins versus iconic duo match. Just hope they get over, and not the Bella Twins for so many reasons. So, yeah, Ember Moon has the most hope for her, but even then that's very lacking. Like, restrictions of the Eclipse, I'm worried about that being taken away from her. So, yeah, No Way Jose and the Authors of Pain are currently in a fight to determine which team or wrestler has the least amount of hope for the main roster. In fact, No Way Jose was kind of given the Adam Rose treatment, most likely. So, yeah, I just see these NXT people as cannon fodder for the most part. Yeah, I'm not pessimistic. I've given up on Vince trying to actually give two shits about anyone that isn't his creation or anyone that is not fully developed in NXT. Or a big, muscular, good-looking guy like Roman Reigns. I still need to discuss Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I really need to. Bobby Lashley, I'm glad he's back. I hope he's allowed to kick ass and take names. I hope he gets a run with the Universal title, but no idea how that's gonna work. I just hope maybe he'll go to SmackDown. I hear there's a superstar shakeup, so I'm gonna keep repeatedly saying over and over again. I'm just hoping Ryan Ward gets put back into place after the year of horrible, violent vulgarity by fans saying that this show sucks now. But this is Vince. Admitting he's wrong is basically the ultimate sin for him. Besides saying the word wrestling, that makes him want to vomit. So those were my thoughts on the post-WrestleMania 34 debuts and return. This was NRE Entertainment. So if you like, comment, subscribe, and donate, stay tuned for more.